All right. Time to get this show on the road. We are diving deep into your 30 Days to Sell Cars program. We're going to help you use this pre-launch checklist, kind of like your toolkit, for a super smooth start.
Yeah, you know what I think is interesting about this checklist is it really gets you ready to go right from day one.
Yeah.
It's not just like checking stuff off,
Right.
It's strategically prepping your entire dealership to make this a win.
Exactly. So first things first, communication.
Yeah.
Right? Got to have all those channels firing on all cylinders.
Okay.
This checklist really makes that clear. Email, SMS, even ringless voicemail.
Oh, yeah.
I think that might be a new one for some folks out there. But
yeah, I was just going to say that.
it's basically like leaving a voicemail without the phone actually ringing.
Yeah, kind of a sneaky way to get your message across without being too annoying.
Right. And speaking of sneaky good stuff, this checklist even mentions you have preloaded message templates for all those platforms.
Oh, yeah. I love that. They thought of everything.
I know. It's like
You don't even have to think.
cheat sheet
Exactly.
for crafting those messages that really hit home.
Totally.
But wait, I do remember something. I think I saw it in the fine print about compliance, especially with SMS.
Oh, always. You got to watch out for those legal speed bumps.
We definitely want to avoid those.
Yeah, for sure. Those regulations can really trip you up. It's definitely important to make sure your SMS campaigns are, following all the rules.
Especially those specific to your local market. Okay, good point.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's talk about actually reaching those customers.
Mm-hmm.
The checklist really zeroes in on Google Ads, calling them like your digital highway to success.
Okay.
And they recommend having a verified Google Ads account and linking it to your dealership's YouTube channel.
Smart move.
I thought so.
Yeah, because that way you can really track your campaigns effectively. It's like having a GPS for your marketing. You can see exactly where those leads are coming from, which ads are doing well, which ones might need a little TLC.
And that data is pure gold.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Speaking of valuable data, I saw the checklist mention tracking codes.
Well, yeah.
Can you maybe explain what those are?
Yeah, so tracking codes.
Why they're important.
They're like little breadcrumbs that help you follow the digital trail of your customers.
Okay.
You can see how people interact with your ads, and then that helps you refine your strategy to get the biggest bang for your buck.
So it's all about getting those little details to really fine-tune your approach.
Exactly.
Love it. Now, this next one, I think this is a total game changer. ChatGPT PRO.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine having like an AI co-pilot in the passenger seat
Okay.
to help you write that amazing marketing copy that really clicks with your audience.
Okay, I like that.
Right.
So ChatGPT PRO, that can be a seriously powerful tool in your marketing arsenal. It can help you brainstorm ideas, write different types of content, even tailor your messaging for specific groups of people.
And the checklist actually recommended getting the PRO subscription, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's worth it for the speed alone. I mean, you get your outputs much faster.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to test your account beforehand and bookmark those, important prompts.
Okay, so it's not just about having the tool. It's knowing how to really use it the right way to make the most of it.
Absolutely.
To be efficient, too.
Efficiency is key, especially when you're running a busy dealership.
For sure. Now, we were talking about efficiency. I see the checklist also talks about those pre-built templates and prompts.
Oh, those are a lifesaver.
I was thinking like a secret weapon.
Totally.
Especially for those of us who might not be the best copywriters.
Right. You don't have to start from scratch.
You don't?
Nope.
That's great.
Just plug and play.
Okay, and the checklist even suggests taking that a step further.
Yeah.
By customizing those templates with,
Oh, with your dealership's info.
your specific information beforehand.
Yeah, that's smart.
So you're ready to go when that 30-day program starts.
Be proactive. I like it.
That's being proactive. That's right. But even with all the best tools and templates, we know selling cars is a team effort.
Totally. It takes a village.
It does.
The checklist actually stresses that team alignment is key.
Yeah.
They even suggest a pre-launch meeting.
Okay.
Make sure everybody knows their roles.
Their responsibilities.
And they're all on the same page with that 30-day roadmap.
That's like a pre-game huddle.
Exactly. Got to have a game plan.
That's crucial.
For sure.
And what about communication during the program itself? We don't want any miscommunications happening.
Oh, right.
Or any drop passes.
Yeah, that's where those tools like Slack or WhatsApp come in handy.
Yeah.
You create a central hub where everybody can get real-time updates.
Like a home base?
Exactly.
For the team.
Yeah, and it keeps everyone accountable,
Keeps it on track.
working together towards those goals.
Love that. It's like having that direct line of communication
Mm-hmm.
between the sales floor
Sure.
and the marketing team.
Yep. Got to keep everyone in the loop.
All right, let's talk about video.
Okay.
I mean, in today's world, a good video ad can really be a game changer.
It can.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the checklist actually has a really good overview of video editing options.
Oh, yeah. They cover every.
For different budgets and
Yeah.
skill levels.
Different strokes for different folks.
They suggest those user-friendly tools like Canva, iMovie,
Yeah, those are great for beginners.
and even AI-powered platforms like Descript and Pictory.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
And for those who prefer to outsource,
Mm-hmm.
they recommend platforms like Fiverr or finding those local videographers.
That's a good option, too, if you've got the budget.
Yeah, it's about finding what works best for you.
Right.
But no matter what you choose, I'm guessing preparation is key.
Oh, absolutely. The checklist, it stresses having all your ducks in a row before you even hit record.
Right.
Things like your storyboard, your script, all your raw footage.
So that minimizes those delays.
Exactly. And it makes the whole editing process much smoother.
Okay, so whether we're doing it ourselves or getting someone else to do it, that clear communication and organization are vital.
No doubt about it.
Now, I have a question about that. Even if you're outsourcing the video editing, is it still helpful to know a little bit about editing yourself?
That's a good question. Actually, the checklist kind of touches on that.
Oh, okay.
They say even if you're not the one editing the video, having a basic understanding can help you communicate your vision better.
To the editor.
Yeah, that way you can make sure the final product really reflects your dealership's brand and message.
So it's all about speaking the same language.
Exactly.
Which, of course, prevents those frustrating miscommunications.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot here.
Yeah.
Communication platforms, Google Ads,
Yeah.
ChatGPT, PRO, templates, teamwork, even video editing.
We've hit all the bases.
All these elements from this pre-launch checklist. But what's the bigger picture here? Why is this checklist so important for dealerships jumping into this 30 Days to Sell Cars program?
Well, what I find interesting is that the checklist really highlights how important that smooth and efficient launch is.
Okay.
Those first few days of any program, they're crucial for setting the tone and getting that momentum going.
Yeah.
By tackling these tasks beforehand.
You're moving those roadblocks.
Exactly.
That could slow you down.
And you're setting your team up to be focused and productive for that whole 30 days.
I see it as kind of like...
Like what?
A problem-solving approach.
Okay.
You're getting ahead of those challenges before they even come up.
Yeah.
So you're making the whole process smoother.
Makes sense.
And more efficient for everyone.
Totally.
Like clearing the track before the race even starts.
I like that analogy.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you can really focus on your speed and strategy.
Right. Not dodging obstacles.
Exactly.
That's where the real magic happens, When you minimize those hiccups at the beginning, you free up your team's time and energy.
So they can focus on what really matters.
Exactly. Connecting with those potential customers.
And selling more cars.
That's the goal.
Right.
Absolutely.
And speaking of being proactive, I love how the checklist tells you to actually customize those templates with your specific information in advance.
Oh, yeah. That's a great tip.
It's all about being one step ahead.
Be prepared. Always be prepared.
All right. So this pre-launch checklist is pretty crucial.
I'd say so.
For anyone doing this 30 Days to Sell Cars program. But if you had to pick one thing that stands out, one thing dealerships absolutely cannot skip, what would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one. They're all important, but if I had to choose, I'd say it's that emphasis on team alignment.
Okay.
The checklist, it's really clear about having that internal meeting, not just to explain the program, but to actually assign roles and responsibilities.
I agree, because that ensures everyone understands their part.
Right.
And how their efforts contribute to the bigger picture.
Exactly. It's all about teamwork.
And a cohesive team, that's
You're
like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Each part working together smoothly to achieve that goal.
Without that shared understanding and communication, things can fall apart pretty quickly.
It's like having a pit crew that's not on the same page.
Chaos. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why they highlight those dedicated communication channels.
Right.
Whether it's Slack, WhatsApp, whatever works for your team.
Yeah.
Having that central hub for updates and accountability is so important.
It's like that direct line between the driver and the pit crew.
I like that.
Quick, efficient,
Yep.
No room for misinterpretation.
Right. And, good communication, it's not just about relaying information.
It's about fostering that collaboration and shared ownership.
You got it.
Right.
When everyone feels like they're part of something bigger, they're going to be more engaged, more motivated to achieve success.
It makes sense when you build that camaraderie and that shared purpose.
Yeah.
You're not just building a team, you're building a winning culture.
You said it.
Right.
That's what sets the successful dealerships apart. It's not just about having the best cars or the flashy ads.
It's about the people.
The people, the passion, the drive, the unity.
Working together to achieve excellence.
Exactly.
Okay, so key takeaway here is preparation is key. Teamwork is essential. Communication is the glue that holds it all together.
I like that.
Yeah.
You summed it up perfectly.
Thanks.
And that's the beauty of this checklist, It's not just a bunch of tasks to check off.
Right.
It's a framework to create that winning environment.
Where everyone feels empowered.
Exactly.
To contribute.
And succeed.
To succeed. And it's about setting your team up for a smooth, efficient, and successful journey.
Throughout those 30 days.
For the 30 Days to Sell Cars program.
Yep.
I love that. It's like giving your team the tools and the support they need to not only win the race, but enjoy the ride.
That's a great way to put it. It's about making it challenging, but also rewarding, something that fosters growth and collaboration.
Okay, so before we move on, I want to pose a question to our listeners.
All right, shoot.
We've talked about all the practical steps, the importance of teamwork, having that clear vision. But beyond all that, what kind of mindset do you think is essential for dealerships to really embrace this 30 Days to Sell Cars program and see those amazing results?
It's a good question. I think it comes down to having a growth mindset, being willing to step outside that comfort zone, try new things, and see those challenges as opportunities to learn and get better.
I completely agree. Being open to new possibilities, challenging the status quo, always finding ways to elevate your game, fostering that culture of continuous improvement within your dealership.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks. So to all our listeners out there getting ready for this 30-day challenge,
get ready to buckle up.
Remember, success isn't just about following those instructions.
It's about the journey.
It's about embracing that journey.
For sure.
With enthusiasm, learning from everything, and never settling for anything less than excellence.
You got this.
You got this.
I hope you've all had some time to think about that question.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It really gets to the core of what this whole program is all about, helping you connect with car buyers and boost those sales.
Absolutely. And this checklist, it's not just about the tactics. It's about setting the stage for a real transformation. For
your team and for your customers.
Exactly.
You nailed it. And this isn't just some 30-day sprint.
Yeah.
This is about building something that lasts, a system for growth and success.
Long term, yeah.
Long term, right?
It's about those positive habits, refining the process, and making sure your team can deliver those amazing results every single day.
Consistently, right?
Consistently.
What's interesting here is how the checklist kind of nudges you to define what success really means for your dealership.
Right.
Is it hitting a certain sales number?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's about those strong relationships with your customers.
That's a great point. It's about making sure this program aligns with your overall goals.
Exactly.
And using the checklist as your guide to get there.
Your roadmap.
It is, yeah.
Have that clear vision, right? And then use these tools to make it happen.
I love that. And it's not just about reaching those numbers. It's about creating a dealership that thrives in the long run.
That can adapt, innovate, and stay ahead of the game.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one more question to think about.
Okay, hit me.
We've talked about the practical stuff, teamwork, having that clear vision for success. But beyond all that, what kind of mindset do you think is really essential for dealerships to make this program a home run and get those awesome results?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think it comes down to having a growth mindset,
Okay.
Being willing to step outside your comfort zone, try new things, embrace those new technologies, and see challenges as a chance to learn and improve.
Absolutely. Being open to those new possibilities, pushing the boundaries, always looking for ways to be better.
Yeah.
And fostering that culture of continuous improvement within your dealership.
Love it.
So to all our listeners gearing up for this 30-day challenge, remember, success isn't just about checking off a list.
There's more to it.
It's about embracing the journey.
Yeah, with that enthusiasm.
Learning from everything and always striving for excellence.
You're not alone in this either.
Oh, that's a good point.
There's a whole community of automotive professionals out there facing the same challenges.
Sharing those victories.
Celebrating together.
That's right. Collaboration and learning from each other are so important.
Especially in this industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fast-paced.
It is.
So as you get ready for this 30 Days to Sell Cars program, remember, this checklist, it's more than just tasks.
Yeah.
It's your blueprint, your guide to navigate those challenges and grab those opportunities.
Embrace the journey, learn from everything, and never stop aiming for that excellence.
We can't wait to see what you achieve out there.
It's pretty awesome to think about all those dealerships out there gearing up for this 30 Days to Sell Cars program.
I know, right?
I can practically feel that energy.
It's palpable.
Like we're all at the starting line, engines revving, ready to go.
And with this checklist, they've got the map to navigate the market and really boost their growth.
Absolutely. Speaking of acceleration, I think it's time to talk about mastering the art of conversation with those potential car buyers.
That's a great point.
Right. After all, it is called 30 Days to Sell Cars.
It is.
And selling cars, it really comes down to those conversations.
Absolutely.
Those interactions where you connect with a customer.
Understand their needs. Guide them towards finding the perfect vehicle.
Exactly. It's not just about spitting out facts and figures.
Right.
It's about that rapport.
Building that trust.
And creating that really positive experience for the customer.
And you know what? This checklist actually touches on that.
It does.
It encourages dealerships to move beyond those, traditional sales scripts.
Oh.
And embrace a more conversational approach.
More customer-centric.
Exactly.
So I know the checklist doesn't really dive into specific techniques.
Right.
But from your experience, what makes a successful conversation with a potential buyer?
Well, first and foremost, you gotta listen.
Really listen.
Active listening,
Yeah.
Really take the time to understand what they're looking for,
Their needs.
their priorities, what's important to them in a car.
So it's about moving away from that one-size-fits-all.
You got it.
And tailoring it to each person.
Personalization is key.
Okay.
You want them to feel heard and understood.
Like you actually get them.
Exactly. And once you've built that connection, then you can start asking those really good questions.
Right questions.
The ones that uncover their motivations, what they really want deep down.
It's like you're a detective.
A little bit.
Uncovering those clues.
Piecing together what they're really after.
To solve the mystery.
The car buying mystery.
Yeah. And once you have those clues,
then you can present the solutions.
Showcase the vehicles that actually fit their needs.
Highlight those features and benefits that are going to resonate with them.
So it becomes less about selling.
It's more about guiding
them through the process.
Helping them make an informed decision.
Being that trusted advisor.
Partnering with them on their car buying journey.
And that's where that rapport is so important.
It's huge.
It's that human connection.
Trust, authenticity.
Yeah.
People buy from people they like and trust.
Makes sense.
And when you have that, the whole process is so much smoother.
More enjoyable, too.
For everyone involved.
Yeah. And I bet that leads to happy customers who come back again.
Absolutely. A good experience can turn a one-time buyer into a lifelong customer.
That's the goal.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the pre-launch checklist, I want our listeners to remember.
Okay.
It's not just about checking things off a list.
There's more to it.
It's about embracing a whole new way of thinking.
A new way of connecting.
And a new way of connecting with your customers.
You got it.
It's about taking your dealership and turning it from a place where you just sell cars to a place where you build those relationships.
Where you help people fulfill those car dreams.
And with this checklist, you've got what you need.
The tools.
The strategies.
The guidance to make that happen.
So get ready to hit the ground running.
Embrace those challenges.
And celebrate those victories along the way.
We're so excited to see you succeed.
We are.